Nature's patterns. I see Fibonacci on the pine cones on the tree, and the flowers of the sun and the shells within the sea. I notice repetition in the weather and the earth, and the changing of the seasons and when animals give birth. I take in all the markings of the outside world we love, the jaguar spots, bright rings on snakes, and the soothing plain white dove. I view our pretty planet's motion, the violent quakes that blur its grace, and the gentle tide that swirls the ocean. I love how nature just goes on, no matter what disaster. The storms and sunshine still belong, and that is nature's pattern. I find myself the loneliest. I find myself the loneliest when I have time to think. My heart, it feels the heaviest with winter at its brink. My mind is always restless when I have too much to do. My smile is the brightest when my friends are grinning too. My heart remains the iciest when the ground is filled with snow. My fern green eyes are happiest when I'm given room to grow. To a foreign land that became my home. Every accent differs from one town to the next. I'm welcomed by the tour guides, but nearly shunned by all you rest. So I began to speak. I can tell that you're extremely kind. Please don't get me wrong, but I see the way you look at me. I know I don't belong. I just want to learn about your culture and your fun, and to teach you about mine, and to bask under our sun. Eventually, they come to see that I have no intent to leave. I make a new friend every day. Eventually, I'm asked to stay. Some are wary, some are rude, some lock up in solitude, but your kindness still shines through, and that's the reason I love you. Sonnet on the Summer Sun. Its gentle morning light can soothe and wake. It calls to me to make my way outside. It's poised and leads me right beside a lake, but promptly feels that now is time to hide. It's nice, I find, to have some time away, have brightness linger just a little less. But then again, I wish that it would stay, evaporate away my mental mess. I think beneath an overcast big sky, the past is then what overcasts my mind. But with the sun, the future passes by. The sun provides a hopeful view, I find. I curse the sun for droughts and thirst, but then I softly thank the sun for all I can. The snow is a detective. The snow is a detective. She points out all the clues. She sees where animals have stepped and takes the imprint of our shoes. The ice is a killer. He takes people out. Sometimes you don't see him, but he's lurking about. The wind is a nosy neighbor who is always criticizing and makes your whole house shiver with its over-analyzing. The cold is an honest friend you may not like at first, but they said what you needed and broke your toxic curse.